Tap in. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get started, please join me in a deep breath in and a breath out. Let's invite a clear mind, the Holy Spirit, and a positive word to today's message, collective. And today's message, what I'm feeling is say it with your whole chest. Tap in. Oh, baby, I said say it with your whole chest. You see, collective, I feel like with this change that's happening in preparation season, you feel a lot more comfortable. You feel a lot more empowered. You feel a lot more, hey, I got the juice. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in, collective, tap in. And with that, there has to be a shift. I feel like there's this push and pull that the collective might be going through. And a part of that is because you don't want to be so loud that you attract the wrong people, but then you don't want to be so quiet where you don't attract the people or energy or blessings that you deserve in the first place. Tap in. So I feel like the collective is in this push and pull of saying it with their chest, but not going full throttle. Okay. And I feel like collective, you need to get out of that mindset because at the end of the day, the enemy going to be attracted to the light regardless. Tap in. At the end of the day, the enemy is going to want to disrupt the flow of the collective regardless. Okay, tap in. So what I'm saying is that not only say it with your chest, but don't come in this conversation with some small talk. I need you to go big. You know how they say go big or go home? Like, I need you to go big. I need you to go in. I need you to be loud about it. Stop being scared, collective. We are not going into Q4 being scared. I need you to say it with your whole chest, collective. Say it with your whole chest. So today's message is for those that have been keeping quiet in fear or scared that something is going to interrupt them or disrupt them. Today's message is for the divine feminine, divine masculine that has been navigating these tumultuous waters quietly. This message is for God's children who has felt like they have been ousted or outed or felt like they've been pushed away from their true purpose based on somebody else's ridiculous, uneducated, and undermining idea of how you should be walking through this life. This message is for all y'all. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Travis. I love that you guys are here. I love you so much. Who's that? Rishi. Hey, Rishi. Love to see you. Listen, we already starting out with the Queen of Swords. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, collective. When I say it loud, say it big, and I feel like a lot of you have been quieting yourself and not really giving yourself the opportunity to flourish the way that you should. I mean that. Tap in. The Queen of Swords, let me channel this message real quick because this is about breaking free. This is about opening yourself up to the possibilities. This is really where the preparation meets the work. Tap in. This is where the work invites the blessings. Tap in. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, a lot of this has been in your head. Like, maybe I should say something. Maybe I should do something. Maybe. It's all up in here. But you're not really saying it out loud to bring it into fruition. Tap in. I need you to take a moment, collective. Oh my gosh. I need you to take a moment. I need you to take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And I need you to recognize that as long as it stays up here, it ain't going to go nowhere. I want you to recognize that saying it out loud, saying it in your prayers, writing it down, putting boot to ground, that's what's going to get you what you are asking for. Tap in. There is no way the blessings are going to pour into you. Tap in unless you show the world. And by the world, I don't mean like outside the world. I'm talking about you, within you, how you communicate with the ethereal world. Okay, tap in. Unless you show the ethereal world that you're ready for that, tap in. So get it out of your mind. Y'all know I'm a big fan of writing it down. Write it down. You've got to take it out of here. You've got to take it out of here. And you know what else happens when you keep it like in here? Listen. You know what else happens when you keep it up in this area right here? You will start not only experience more headaches, but you start to get frustrated with yourself. You don't have a very clear picture of what you need to do next, collective. The Queen of Swords is saying, take yourself out of your mind, put boot to ground, say it out loud, get your plan together, write out your plan, and take action. Tap in. I need you to say this with your whole chest. I am worthy. I work hard. I am loved. I am deserving. I am special. I am anointed. I am chosen. Tap in. And I follow God. Tap in. We're not living in this gangster's paradise in our minds. We're not even bringing that from our minds to here. Like that, we're not going to live in this poverty mindset. Tap in. That's right. I'm calling you out, collective, because see, when it's in your minds and all you keep saying is I think, or I'm going to, that is a mindset that keeps you in a place that you don't want to be. And if you are in a place that you don't want to be, that is a part of a poverty mindset. I said it. That is not only negative self-talk, absolutely correct, but it's also something that we learn to protect ourselves. Because see, you got to hold yourself accountable, collective. Tap in. Oh, I said it. You have to hold yourself accountable, collective. So when you keep it in your mind, it's like, okay, nobody else know. I ain't gotta do this. I don't have to do that. But when you say it out loud, it make it real. When you write it down on paper, it make it real. You have to be accountable for yourself. Your words are looking right back at you. The frequency of your words have already been placed out there. So now you have to create a pathway. Tap in. Hey, you got to create a pathway for you to receive. That is where the self-accountability comes in. And I'm telling you, collective, the more you deny yourself the opportunity to find a space to say it with your whole chest, the more you deny yourself the opportunity to write it down. Hi, Kelly, I love you. Write it down. The more you create a space for the enemy to infiltrate. I said it. The more you create a space for the enemy to infiltrate. Tap in. Now, I'm not saying that if you write it out, everything's going to go to that plan. But what I am saying is that when you decide to write it out, say it out loud, it sends this frequency, it sends this vibration where if something is off, when something doesn't meet that standard or go above, you're not able to catch it as fast. Let me say, you're able to catch it faster. Excuse me, I had it different in my head. You're able to catch it faster when you say it out loud. Because that frequency can't get past your department of what, y'all? The Department of War. Your spiritual Department of War. Okay. This administration are changing from the Department of Defense to the Department of War. And you know what? I'm not even mad at it. So what I'm saying to you, collective, is that when you say it with your chest, you got to mean it. And you got to go full throttle. The collective got to stop speaking small. We talking about big bucks, big dollars, big moves, big holler. Tap in. Okay. Like we not sit down no more. And let me tell y'all, collective, let me tell y'all something, okay? I tell y'all all the time that when I come here, this message is for God's children, the anointed, the chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, earth angels, however you identify yourself, this message is for you, but also it comes from experience. Now, a few days ago, it might have been a week now, I did a channeled message and intuitive reading where I brought up Cat Williams' infamous interview on Club Shay Shay. And I brought up a thread that I wrote out, and I completely broke down a part of Cat Williams's interview. Tap in. And I said, in that moment, if you remember, type of 1 in the chat, in that moment, I said I had introduced myself and I kind of pitched myself to say, hey, Cat, if you see this, okay, I want to interview you, right? Tap in. I meant that. So what I did is I edited that part down. Okay, Travis, I remember. I edited that part down. Travis, Kelly, tap in. I edited that part down, right? I got the pitch and everything. And guess what, y'all? It's still sitting there. When I opened up my laptop this morning and said, oh, what projects do I have to do? And it's sitting right there in front of my face. And I said, oh, no, Cass, you got to get out of this. You got to get out of, I said something, but now I'm not going to act on it. See, it's a 3-part deal. It's out of my mind. I done said it, and now I got to act up on it, because how else how else is Cat Williams supposed to know that this is a pitch that I'm doing to him? So I'm telling you the same thing. I said, now what I say, big business, big dollars, big holler. Tap in. That's what I said. And I'm passing that on to you. Big business, big dollars, big holler. Okay? Tap in. So I'm telling that to you because it's my personal experience as well. And as deep into my high priestess, as deep into my anointing as I am, I still have these moments where I can talk myself out of opportunities. Tap in. So if I know I'm going through it, I know that you are too, collective. So the Queen of Swords coming up is actually quite fitting. Collective, what's the motto for today? Big business, big dollar, big holler. Tap in. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that, collective. That is for us. That is for us, by us. Yes, I listen, Miss Kelly, I got you. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today. Listen, I am so excited for you, collective. I am so excited for you. I have a special announcement at the end of this message today that I can't wait to share with you. Now, my members already know what's going on. Tap in. They already know. They have already purchased their seats. Oh, I'm giving away too much already. Giving away too much already. Now, this card keep wanting to come out. Here go the Knight of Cups. Yup. So now I'm looking at the Knight of Cups. And as we go into big business, which is the Queen of Swords, now we're going into big dollar. Tap in. And so I feel like for a lot of you, there is this emotional, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Response. An overly emotional response to where you have to stretch yourself. This is your stretch, collective. Tap in. Big business, big dollar. So there's a money mindset. And you know, this comes up a lot when we talk about money. Now, way back in the day, y'all, I be doing so much. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I have a certification in financial social work. Yes, I do. And it talks about, in this certification, it has an emphasis on our emotional relationship with money. Tap in with finances, with abundance, with our pentacles, right? But we can't get to our pentacles if our cups are in the way. And there's often this push and pull. So if you get a lot of money, you spend it because there's this emotion attached with spending money. If you don't have it, then you feel like you're not going to succeed, right? So there is this emotional attachment with money that often comes from our parents, our grandparents, our friends, our family, and of course, our social world. Tap in, right? People place emphasis on luxury products. People place emphasis on nice clothes and big houses, but really for this emphasis is on whether or not you are comfortable. What does your comfort look like? What is going on with this mindset that you feel like you have to prove, in a sense, that you got it like that? I feel like this Knight of Cups, we talking about big dollar. There's an emotional blockage, emotional mindset that keeps you from receiving your rewards. Tap in, collective. This is a big deal. This is a big deal, collective. You want to know why? Because, like I just gave an example before, we can shut out our blessings. We can shut out opportunities. And that reflects back to us. That reflects back to us that we are unworthy, or we are undeserving. I'm sorry. Why can you not win? Where is this coming from, that you are undeserving of your blessings? Who got something to say about the way that you go about winning? This is big dollar energy. Big business, big dollar, big holler. And this Knight of Cups, I feel like is at a clashing point of the old mindset and the new mindset. And there is like this fight. And y'all, it's okay. It's okay. I want to ensure that you recognize that this space is safe enough to admit to yourself, or admit to me, or admit to the collective, like, y'all know what? I have been kind of tripping about the way that I've received my blessings, or the way that I think about how I should get it, how I should go about it. I have been playing myself. If you gotta cry, let it out. If you gotta scream into a pillow, let it out. If you gotta get some aggression out, go to the boxing gym. Go for a run. I like to go to the beach, y'all. That's my thing. Okay, y'all can see. Okay, I stays at the beach. Tap in. But there is this clashing of the old you versus the new you, knowing that in order to get the big dollars, you've got to move that blockage, that emotional blockage that has probably been holding you down for decades. Decades, collective. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. And if you are experiencing that breakthrough, I love that for you. Hey, Smiles. I love that for you. If you are not experiencing this breakthrough, but it just came to you that this might be a possibility, I love that for you. Everybody's change is not going to look the same at the same time. Sometimes change takes a long time. Tap in, okay? Sometimes change, we take it a whole year, 2 years, 10 years. Like, that is just a process. But some of you have come to the point of having a deep knowing that, yeah, this is a problem for me, and I'm going to change it today. I got to look at the man in the mirror. I got to ask if he's ready to make that change. And I feel like you are, collective. This Knight of Cups is here to remove that blockage, that emotional blockage that you are feeling. And I love that for you. So what we talking about, y'all? Big business, big dollars, and what's the last one, y'all? Big holler. So what we hollering at? King of Pentacles. Listen, the King of Pentacles, so that he's so ready to make himself known. He's so ready to he just jumped out. I didn't even have a chance to shuffle the cards. And what I say, the clash. The clash. Okay, so we ready. So what is it that you want to holler at? What is it that you want to focus on? What is it that you're moving towards that's causing this friction for you to step back and say, no, I'm going to do it later, or you erase it from your mind, or you believe that you're not worthy? Tap in. What is it for you, collective? What's happening there? Tap in. The King of Pentacles facing head on with the Knight of Cups is letting me know, collective, that it's right there at your fingertips. Oh my gosh. Big business, big dollar, big holler. You hollering at the money. You are hollering at the abundance. You are hollering at the blessings, collective. Listen, the crown is moving for you. It's saying, hey girl, hey. Represent your clique. Miss Kelly, if you are ready for the blessings, oh baby, you're gonna love my announcement at the end, okay? I love this, collective. And you know what else this King of Pentacles says? I'm glad you said that you are ready for your blessings. This King of Pentacles also says, like, you are at a point, collective, where outside of yourself might being a point of contention. That's something that you have to work on yourself. This King of Pentacles is saying, like, I'm not taking no challenges. I know that people want to challenge you, collective. I know that people want something to say to you, collective. I know people want to disrupt you, but as of right now, you like, yeah, I know what you want to do, but it ain't gonna happen. Like, I'm not taking any challengers. There are no challenges to take. Tap in. I feel like, collective, you are so thorough, even in fighting your own emotions. You are so thorough in what this looks like for you that you're just like, no. You know, you're cute, but you ain't that cute. Tap in. Because I tell you, collective, as soon as you make the choice, to holler at this big dollar, to break through this barrier that you might not have even know, it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper. I'm telling you, collective, when you break through this mindset of what has been emotionally, systemically holding you back from pursuing your real dreams and making the moves that takes you out of your element, this is a stretch challenge here. This is telling you, like, you got to go bigger. You've got to stretch yourself. You got to get uncomfortable, because if you go and make the big dollars, you got to holler first. You got to say, hey, I'm over here. Ooh, collective. I'm loving this energy, collective. Oh my gosh. I feel like, collective, I really do feel like with this big business, whatever that business is, it ain't always, listen, business ain't always about actually starting a business and following your EIN. This big business could be having a huge conversation that you've been putting off with somebody that you love. Tap in. This big business could be finally cleaning out your closet that got clothes from 1995 with the tag on it talking about, girl, when I lose 20 pounds. Okay, tap in. This big business could be anything. Because the big dollar is what the root of it is why are you holding on to that? Why is this mindset allowing you to keep something that is old? Tap in. Big business, big dollar, big holler. Oh, collective, we about to go in. We're about to go in, because right now we're going to unpack exactly what could be standing in the way of all of this. Ooh, wait, what just wanted to come out right here? Page of Pentacles. Ooh, wait. So big business, what's standing in the way is, I feel like a lot of y'all just got some bills. A lot of y'all just got bills, okay? Can you pay the bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Baby, maybe we could chill. That part. Baby, maybe we can chill. But here's the thing, collective, with this Page of Pentacles being all up in the way, I don't think you do. What Beyonce said to that? So you and me are through. I'm telling you, collective, big business. What is blocking your way? Why y'all laughing at me? Why y'all laughing at me? That's the truth. That's spiritual. That is spiritual. So when you in the big business, and I'm thinking about, and bills came up with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like even looking at this, girl, who is asking you for money? Who is asking you for money right now? What is taking all of your finances? What's taking all of your time? What is taking your energy? Who is this? Because this is, while you got bills, of course, this is an unnecessary one. This is an unnecessary bill, collective. You got to get this heifer. You got to get this greedy dude away from you. This is a trifling, good for nothing type of asshole. And let me tell you, you got to find another. Or don't find nobody at all. Let me say that. Yeah, you're giving too much to this person. Oh, wait. And look, every time you look at, it's almost like every time you receive something, every time, this is a test, y'all. Whoa. All I heard in my head is, this is a test. This is a test, y'all. This person is in real time a test to every time you get your blessings. High, most high. Every time you receive a bit of a blessing, this person, it's almost like they watching. It's almost like they watching you receive it and then coming with their hand out. Talking about, listen, I know, it ain't always been good between us and everything, but if you could just help me out. If you could just, listen, this situation came up. Look, your niece or your nephew need a few things. Tap in. I mean, I ain't got it today, but tax season right around the corner. Tap in. I mean, I could have got that other job, but it's going to take me 3 hours on the bus to get there. You know, all the bullshit excuses. I got another idea that's going to rack in millions of dollars. I'm going to sell these protein shakes, right? If you don't get up out of here, big business. The big business is actually you. And you've been funding too many of other people's business who don't give a damn about you or their own business. Because if they did, they wouldn't be coming to you for a handout. They would be coming to you on some investment. Hey, look, this is what I have on the books thus far. This is my business plan. I'm not asking for everything, but I'm asking if you want to be an investor in my business. This is how we're going to go to it. That's the big business you focused on. I ain't saying you got to give out hundreds of thousands of dollars, but sure, you might be able to contribute to making some flyers. Tap in. Tap in. You might be able to contribute to the opening day sign. Tap in. Or maybe even just showing up and being a support. But this person that's draining your energy right now, oh no, they are a bill. They are a bill, and I don't like them at all. I feel like some of y'all is just now recognizing, like, you know what, Cash, you show right. You show right. This person has been a super big headache for me. Always asking for my attention, always asking for money, always asking. You know what else they always asking for? Yup, look, Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. You know what else they always asking for, collective? They are always asking about your business, like your personal business, big business. Oh, wait, they always asking for your personal business. Oh, what's going on with you and so? Have you talked to that person lately? Tap in. What you got going on in this part of your life? It's almost like this person not only is asking for money, but this how they mask it. Oh my gosh, yes. Holy Spirit, tap in. This how they asking. They'll ask by prepping you first. with trying to soften you by asking about your personal business, trying to make it seem like they care. So they asking about your personal business. How's work going? Did you get a raise yet? How's it going with you and so? What you been doing lately? And then that's when they slide in talking about, can you pay my bills? No. Not just no, but hell no. Tap in. Woo-wee. Yeah, collective, that's a doozy right there. If you know exactly who I'm talking about in your world, I want you to type a 2 in the chat right now, because that person is about to come through yet again. And as they come through, we see the 6 of Wands. As they come through, this is I feel like where I said this earlier, that there's a hard conversation that you need to have with somebody. That's the thing about this person that's taking so much from you without any regards to how you living, how you getting it. It's like there's a close relationship. There's a bond there. And this could be a part of you as well. Look at y'all. Y'all saying, yes, I know exactly who this person is. Let me tell y'all. This person, you gonna cut off. Well, they actually gonna cut you off. Okay, tap in. That ain't a bad thing. They gonna cut you off because you cut them off. So you gonna just cut them off from taking from you, emotionally, spiritually, financially, however it's working out for you. They gonna cut you off completely because they gonna feel like it's a betrayal. And let me tell you something, collective, y'all, do what you feel is right. Okay, tap in. Ooh, collective. And so seeing the 6 of Wands come backing you up, that's that firepower behind you. That's you stepping through a threshold saying that you're not on the fence about this anymore. Like you know exactly what's about to be said. Hey, Victoria, I'm feeling victorious. Tap in. This 6 of Wands is saying, like, you ain't got to tote no line because you don't want to hurt this person's feelings. Tap in. You ain't got to tote this line because you scared where they going to end up. Tap in. You ain't got to tote no line because they giving you a sob story. Tap in. You ain't got to tote no line for this person who has been taking without giving for the last 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 20 year. Okay, thank you. I'm loving your vibe too. Welcome to Cass Young. I'm a crown. I want you to put your crown on. I want you to get this beautiful word. Tap in. I love that this 6 of Wands showed up. But you know what else is coming with this 6 of Wands? I'm feeling this energy that's behind you for power to have this conversation, but also collective. Let me clarify, because that 6 of Wands is coming in a little bit different as well. Let me clarify. Where we clarifying that? Come on, boo. Come on. I'm clarifying this 6 of Wands. What's coming through? Oh, boo. I'm telling you, shame. This is the real, y'all. Let me be clear, okay? Because I want to talk to the collective. Hey, welcome, starseed. Let me be real. The collective has gone through this before, and I feel like this might be one of those times where it shows up, where you might feel ashamed. You might feel shamed for cutting somebody off. That's not everybody, but it is a theme that comes up when we're talking about drawing your boundaries, that you feel guilty or you feel bad, or there's like this slight undertone when you have to deal with somebody who you love or loved. And I'm gonna tell you, collective, you honor that. You say, yeah, there's something coming up for me that doesn't feel so good. There's something coming up for me that's probably keeping you from the big dollars. There's something there that is activated when you feel the need to cut somebody off. Tap in. And that brings up these deep emotions for you. Honor those deep emotions. I want you in the moment to say to yourself, like, okay, I know that this is heavy. I know this is real. My feelings, my emotions are valid. But what is invalid, what is not right, what is not okay, is this person using that bond to take from me without anything in return. It is not okay for this person to use me. That's really the bigger point here. Not to be guilted by something that you have to work on for yourself, but for you to recognize that once you say, I honor this emotion and I will deal with it right now, I will deal with it later after this conversation. But the bigger picture, the overarching theme is I'm being used here. Now, that's something that the collective experiences across the board. Is sometimes they focus on their feelings instead of focusing on the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is people taking advantage of your beautiful soul. And I can't stand them. I'm about to cuss y'all. I can't stand a heifer like that. I can't stand a heifer that looks at the collective dead in their eyes, knowing how beautiful you are, how beautiful your soul is, and chooses to use you and capitalize off of that frequency that you might feel bad for turning them down. Oh, baby, I can't stand that. Exactly. Just using you because of how good you were to them. Because you don't want to see nobody down and out. You don't want to see nobody hurting. You don't want to see nobody hurting. But what you won't do is be used by people who know how good of a heart that you have. And that they treat thy neighbor as a way to get over on you. That's what that is. No, we drawing those boundaries. Yeah, that Six of Wands popped out. It gave me this energy like you know you could do this, but I felt like there was something in between that keeps leading to this Knight of Cups. Big business, big dollar, big holler. Tap in. My goodness. Let's take a look at what's happening, what your blockages could be with this big dollar as we spoke about. Now, the big dollar, remember I said, collective, that this big dollar energy is emotional, that there's a relationship with money, with this next level that you might, be harboring. So let's unpack what's really happening here, collective. Oh, my goodness. Not the King of Pentacles, and who's hiding? The Four of Wands. I said it's a big blockage to your money. I said there was a big blockage to your money. And you know what's crazy, collective? Looking at this King of Pentacles with this Four of Wands, this actually mirrors the big business. There is someone, collective. Let me channel this for a minute. Can y'all type a 3 in the chat if it's okay if I drink some of my water? Is that okay? Because we're going to channel this for a minute. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. This Knight of Cups is pushing past a barrier, right? We established that. Thank you. Oh, thank y'all. I love y'all so much. Pushing past this barrier, right? But there is a habit. There is this habit, y'all, that is taking money from you. Not a person, a habit, a behavior that's taking your money, that's taking your time, that's taking your efforts. And it's an emotional attachment that you got to get rid of. This is not something small. This is not something small. This is something that you are absolutely, hey baby, this is something that you are absolutely like, It's something that you've been doing for a long time, seeing, smelling, tasting, eating. I feel like some of y'all might have actually gone to a doctor or heard some medical information. You're like, whoa, I got to stop doing that. Maybe some of you are smoking or drinking more than usual. Tap in. Maybe some of you have taken up a habit, illicit habit. Tap in. I don't want to say the words because YouTube be tripping. Maybe you know somebody and you've been supporting their habits. Tap in. But this is something big. I'm gonna tell some of y'all, right? Somebody need to hear this right now. You need to put down the porn. Y'all heard me. You need to put down the porn. Okay? Put it down. That's an addiction. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm gonna pray for you, okay? You want to know what? As you said that, what's playing in my ear? You guys know I listen to music in my ears. Wonderwall by Oasis is playing. Wonderwall is playing in my ear. And when I read that, he said, well, maybe you're going to be the one to save me. And I believe, wow, I believe that you are going to kick that habit, and your relationship with, I love that song. I love the song too. It's so beautiful. I love every version of it. I love every version of that song. Remake, remix, cover. I love every version of that song. Yeah. Baby, you got to let that go. And I'm not saying it like you're going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, let it go, tap in. What I'm saying, first of all, God bless you. What I'm saying is that the blockage is going to be there until you let it go, baby. Real talk. The blockage, you wanting to do better, see better, feel better, know better, is going to be there until you remove those spirits and that smoke. Tap in. I am not anti-420. I need to make that clear. I am not anti-420. As a matter of fact, I actually have a patent in the 420 world, okay? Not joking. I have a literal patent in the 420 world, okay? But what I am saying is that if you're using that every day, it is blocking you. And that goes for every last one of you. That's right, use. Y-O-U-S. Go for every last one of you. Whatever your addiction is, I need you to have a conversation with God to remove that, baby, okay? And I feel like when I said earlier, somebody is addicted to that porno. I'm not going to say the full word. That 18 plus. You got stop. Stop it now. Collective, I also feel like with this Four of Wands and King of Pentacles, I also feel like, I'm telling you, this is a demon behind this door. Some of y'all, okay, you know what else I'm feeling, y'all, with this? You know what else I'm feeling? I'm feeling like a lot of you are coming to terms with your trauma. All right, walk with me, okay? And this section, it might be a bit triggering. If I trigger you, I truly apologize, but it's got to be said. 17, Leslie, you better keep track of them numbers. Yes. Some of you are coming to terms with the fact that you were taken advantage of at a younger age. Tap in. Some of you may have been recently taken advantage of. We just went from big business, now we in big dollar. And when I talk about the dollar, I'm talking about physical money that you can spend out here in the world, and also your spiritual. I said also your spiritual tuition, right? And I feel like that might have been blocked off to a lot of you that have experienced a huge traumatic event in your life. Tap in. So I'm talking about CSA. I'm talking about ADA. I'm serious. I'm talking about people that have been put out on the streets. Tap in. Been fighting with people around your world, around your house, and they told you to get out. And you said, instead of trying to stay in an environment that hates me, I'd rather battle the streets. I'd rather battle inside of my car than to battle with somebody in an environment I'm supposed to be safe in. I feel like a lot of you are recovering from religious trauma. Tap in. I said it. I feel like a lot of you are coping or coming to the mindset that you know you have been deeply scarred and that you got to address these wounds. Tap in, collective. My God. I'm like, the way I'm rubbing like part of my shoulders. What's this, the clavicle, y'all? I feel like, man, y'all been carrying this shit on your shoulders for so long, on your emotional shoulders for so freaking long. You was made to feel like you being violated was your fault. You was made to feel like if you spoke about it, then everybody gonna come down on you and make it that you were the problem. Let me tell you something, collective. Open up that damn door. Open up the door. If somebody got a problem with you talking about your trauma, if somebody got a problem with you talking about what happened to you, they a demon. I will never have no problem with somebody saying this happened to me. This is a part of my story. And no, I'm not fully healed, but I am healing. I welcome you here. Any demon that tells you to shut that door, they don't want you to recognize how much your spiritual tuition is, how much you pay to be a part of the thought leaders, of the emotional leaders, of the healers. That's a price that was paid, that was placed upon you, that you had to pay. That was a price that was placed upon you by a demon. And you taking your story and you healing others, and they got a problem with that? That's big business. This is big dollars. This is something that got to be exchanged. You're going to open up that door, and if they got a problem with it, listen. Why do you, I need you to say is because you want to rebuke this demon. Listen, if you joined my masterclass yesterday, 10 ways to spot a demon, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tap in, that masterclass was fire yesterday. And we know for a fact that these demons love to pick on vulnerable populations, including those that they enact trauma on. So if this demon got a problem with you shouting at the mountaintops, I have a story that can heal myself and others. And I'm giving my story to God. I'm going to learn how to live with this. Oh, we're going to call him out. Why you got a problem with my story, huh? Seem to make you a little bit uncomfortable. Why are you uncomfortable with somebody who is healing themselves? Why are you uncomfortable with somebody wanting to love on other people who have gone through the same thing? Tap in. Yes, please do. Oh, Leslie said I dropped mad jewels, y'all. Woo! Was that $2.99 worth it for that masterclass yesterday or not? But let me continue. Y'all better join my membership because I'm about to move it out of there. Let me tell you something, collective. The more I look at this nasty King of Pentacles, lets me know that this scar is deep. Tap in. This King of Pentacles lets me know that this has been sitting with you for lifetimes. Tap in. And by lifetimes, I mean, listen, your teenage years is a lifetime. Your 20s is a lifetime. Your 30s is a lifetime. Each era of your life is a lifetime. Tap in. And I feel like at every turn in your lifetimes, somebody wanted to silence your story. And that has become a blockage for you. Remove that blockage. Collective, you are worth it to tell your story. I don't care if you pray about it, if you blog it, if you do a what do you call it, podcast, if you start a forum, a Facebook group, a diary for yourself. You done paid that price trying to figure out how to do this the right way. Tap in. Remove that blockage, collective, because that blockage is going to help free you from whatever has your attention that you really don't need. That's a detriment to your health. Let me say it that way. You can. I didn't say it's today. It will never, ever be today unless you choose it to be. But what I am saying is that you can and you will. Because if you don't, you're going to start enjoying the place of pain. You are going to start enjoying being miserable, being hurt, being a sob story. I want you to be, I saw somebody in here with the name, I don't know if she's still in here, Victoria. And when I saw her name, I said, Victoria, we will be victorious. And I mean that. No, not by magic, by you, by God. I'm not saying this overnight it's going to happen. What I am saying is that you can, if you choose it to be so. The collective is in here. How many of y'all in the collective type of 4 in the chat, 4 for foundation? How many of you in the collective has started to heal from your trauma only to fall back 5 steps, only to take 3 steps forward, only to fall back 2, only to take 10 steps forward, only to fall back 11, and only to come 10 years, 20 years later and be like, yo, you know what? Fuck taking a step. I'm gonna fly. Okay? I'm gonna take a train. Because you be that ready. You be that ready. Ooh. I'm trying to tell you, collective. You got, and I know, listen. Sometimes when I'm listening to people give readings and messages about people going through trauma, we like skate over the fact that recovering from trauma is a process. It really is. It is a spiritual process. Please misspell negative words in the comments. Thank you. It's like they totally negate tapping. They totally negate that this process requires people to face the demons that were placed on them, the demons that caused this, their own scars, their fears. It causes them to face the life that they could have had versus the life that they do have. Like there's this huge like space of, oh, you're fighting your traumas. Like, yeah, what does that look like? That looks like not believing in yourself from time to time. A lot of the times. That looks like you enacting spiritual warfare to go against and exercise these demons that's in your own friendship circles, in your own families. Tap in. That looks like having to go into court and testify, be called a liar. That means you might actually have to go through yet another public humiliation ritual. Tap in. Like, what does that look like when we're talking about facing your traumas? Some days you like, I could do it, and other days you like, I can't. And I'm telling you, collective, you can. And you will. Because God did not place a divine assignment in front of you to allow another motherfucker to steal it. That's why you got people out here believing they can destiny swap. Ain't no destiny swap. They can't walk in your shoes. They can't take on the pain that you carrying on your spiritual shoulders and your physical shoulders. They don't want them knee problems. They don't want to have to stay up at night crying or fighting back the tears or fighting back the anger. You tossing and turning, can't sleep, so now you go into the kitchen, you eating everything in the kitchen, now you gained 275,000 pounds, now you got to go to the gym, you don't feel like going to the gym. Yo, these are the stories that I am hearing from the collective. This round, this circle that they can't seem to break out of. Because what they don't want to do is face the fact that they are deeply hurt. Period. And I'm telling you, collective, there's going to come a point where you've got to start that journey. If you started it and you are in the middle of it, the beginning, the end, you're going into another level of healing. Congratulations. I love that for you. And I know how hard that is. Tap in. I know it's not easy to tell your story. I know it's not easy to live it. But you can and you will. And all of that is time. All of that is time. Big business. Big spiritual dollar. Now, before I go over to Big Holly, let's kind of unpack this King of Pentacles and Four of Wands one more time. Yeah, get that worriness off of you. It's almost like when you okay, collective, tap in. But shoot, the same way you know how to be a booty hunter, ew, that's gross. Anyway, so I'm part of the collective, and clearly you are not. Ugh. Yikes. I don't even want nobody with that name in here. Yeah, that's right. Y'all know how I feel about names. Tap in. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, as soon as I seen his name, all I could think about is like brown smelly. Yeah, I didn't like that energy that came in here. I didn't like that. It smelled. There was a stench that came into my spiritual nostrils. Yeah, I didn't like that. But back to this conversation at hand, because this is more about you and the collective, and not so much about how people's names smell like shit. Okay, tap in. Whew. When I'm looking at the Four of Wands and the King of Pentacles, worry came out. So some of y'all might be worried about how this will affect you, how this will affect somebody else. You know what? Whoa. No. This is about how you think it's going to affect your child inside of you. The child that's still scared. The vulnerable you. That makes that unhealed version of you scared. Ooh, collective. My goodness. Ooh, this just got heavy, but we got to address it. We got to address it. Why are you laughing, Multi? It makes the inside, the child in you, the unhealed version of you, become concerned that a weapon that was formed against you will prosper. Oh, bitch. That's the concern here. And I'm telling you right now, collective, no weapon. No weapon. Because what ends up happening? Y'all, every time a weapon formed against you and it thought it was going to prosper, I'm talking about in your now years, it failed. Just failed. I can't even find the words for it. Just inactive, deactivated. Don't mean you ain't had to go to war to make it deactivated, but it did not prosper. But see, you know how to protect you now. And if a part of you needs to clear this up, this part of you that every time something is about to have you're about to have a breakthrough, something keeps holding you back, and that something is this trauma, you've got to go within. This is where meditation wins. You've got to go within yourself and speak to that vulnerable version of you and say, baby, I will fucking burn this bitch down before I allow anyone to hurt you again. You don't never have to worry. Because what your community or the lack of community or parents or friends or whoever didn't do for you, vulnerable version of me, I will do. Hey, Glo. That is powerful, collective. That is powerful. And you know what, collective? I gotta say it. Even declaring that now, even declaring that right now is necessary. Even if you're not going through nothing big, or even if you're not going through recovering from a trauma, even if it's just you chilling at home, like, shoot, I don't know what Cass talking about, I'm good. Even if that's you going back and telling your younger version of yourself, you know what? You are amazing. And you navigated a world where you were not aware of how everything worked. You were not aware of how to stick up for yourself or had the language to say what you needed to say. And you still shine bright like a diamond. You go, girl. Or as my homegirl say, you glow, friend. Yeah. Oh, Miss Kelly, my heart goes out to you and anybody in the collective that has gone through this part of their divine mission. It's hard. I get it. What's this? The Four of Pentacles? Because now once we understand what you got to do in order to clarify that spiritual tuition, now we going over to, so we done did what? Big business, big dollar, and now what we about to holler at? Who's in the way? Four of Pentacles, and there's something hiding behind this Four of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Big holler. Okay, collective, let's unpack it. So this person that's trying to interrupt, or energy or entity, tap in, because we are all on multiple spiritual journeys right now. Okay, so this person, entity or energy, is someone who stays like this, right? I learned a long time ago. My uncle taught me this, and I'm pretty sure he learned from his uncle, who probably learned from his uncle. Said, make a circle like this. Do it with me, collective. Make a circle like this with your fingers, or with your hands like this. Okay. And everything that you know is within this circle, right? My uncle used to make me do this back in the day, okay? Everything that you know fit into this little circle right here. Everything that you don't know is everything outside this circle, okay? So the whole, listen, everything, okay? Listen, put shit in perspective, okay? Now imagine somebody who only operates in their little circle like this. And you coming to them talking about, yo, the world, life, food, money, time, business, vacation, fun, people. Like, there's a life outside of just this moment right here. And you ready to get at it. You ready to go after it. You ready to just do the dang thing. You like, yo, like the world, life is so much bigger than this. I'm ready to go. Yeah, you got somebody who like, well, nah, because I don't even really know, because right now, the way the world is going, because I ain't really ready, because I can't listen. That right there, people who don't even care to take a peek. I mean, just take a peek, just do like this out of your circle and see what's going on in the world. Collective. I need you. Listen to me. Collective, I need you to back the F away from people who even refuse to take a peek outside of their circle. Tap in. That wheel of fortune is in reverse. They're not going nowhere. They're not even trying to do something with something to come back to them. They're not taking no chances on themselves. Tap in. Like the, wow. To not want to take a chance on yourself is the antithesis of big holler. So literally the point of big holler is to take a chance on yourself. It's literally the energy of the King of Pentacles. I am calling forth my blessings. And in order to call forth my blessings, I'm breaking the barrier. And there is somebody in your circle, or maybe even somebody that you will meet along your journey, that has this energy of, well, I mean, no, because the way that it's going, no, you know, stay where you at. Stay. You know, when I first started traveling by myself, y'all tap in. Y'all know I be having these experiences, right? When I first started traveling by myself, I asked people, hey, listen, I'm thinking about going to Thailand, to Southeast Asia, to Bali, to Ethiopia, to all these places. I'm thinking about going to all these places. Do anybody want to go? Anybody want to join? And every time, why you want to go there? What's over there? No, I'm cool staying right here. The way the world is today. And I'm like, the way the world is today, the way the world is yesterday, the way the world is tomorrow. The whole world, that. What they got to do with me hopping on a plane and going to see another part of the world? But that was them not being able to come out just for a moment. And it wouldn't even matter. Like, I was like, hey, let's go to the art museum. We ain't even going nowhere outside to say, let's go to the art museum. Well, what's at the art museum? Art? Like talent? Okay. Old paintings? History? Like, what you mean? Tap in. You know what? I'm thinking about taking my gifts to YouTube and speaking love and life to people. Oh, YouTube, they say that's hard. They say they ain't really a good way. That ain't, that ain't no job. Just for a moment, look at the possibilities. And I feel like y'all know exactly who I'm talking about in your circle right now. Who, no matter what opportunity that would allow them just peek outside. Okay, y'all, just what I say, just no, it's a no-go for them. Scared to even move. And then want to talk to you about why they blessings ain't coming the way it's supposed to. Because they ain't hollering at nothing new. They're not taking an opportunity to expand themselves. So they still stuck and will forever and always be stuck. But want to be talking to you about your creativity. Want to be talking to you about how you made it out the hood. How many of y'all heard that? Oh, you done made it out of here. You think you better than us. Okay. Yes. Why? Because you're reassured. You're self-assured. You know what's going on. I love this collective. That is, you know what? That is an empty, withdrawn life. An empty, withdrawn life. And they will find creative ways to stay there. They will find 1,000 different ways to stay in a place that's just like, staying in their circle. Tap in. They won't find a creative way to step out of their box. But they will try creative ways to keep you in theirs. And that's the real trick bag when it comes to what you hollering at. Take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on yourself, collective. Where's my other day? Here you go. Let's see what this transitional energy is giving right now. Because we done already exposed what the blockages could possibly be for your big business, big dollar, big holler. Tap in. Now, two of these just came out. Let's see. Big business talks about power. You know what's crazy? I'm looking at this word cradia, or it might be kratia. Tap in, collective. It came out and it means rule or power. It's a Greek root word. And it talks about democracy, the people that rule. It talks about theocracy, right? So it talks about theories. It talks about how you put things together. It talks about, like, when I say rule or power, I feel like this big business is your rule of thumb. How you handle your business sets a particular tone. And while you don't live in a democracy of self, okay, tap in, you don't, this is not a democracy. What is a democracy is how you go about handling your business so that you continue to stretch yourself. And you're like, well, Cass, how is that a democracy? Because you're asking other people for their opinions. You might not be going up to people specifically saying, hey, girl, do you know about this? But you guys are online researching. You guys are using, now listen, you guys are using ChatGPT deep research. Type 1 in the chat if you know how to use ChatGPT deep research, okay? This is what technology was made for. Tap in. And if you don't, type a 4 in the chat if you want a lesson. I will make how to use deep research in ChatGPT my next masterclass. Tap in. Okay? That's what technology was made for. So the democracy comes in when you receive other information on how to run big business. Okay? I'm going to put a poll up on my community tab. Y'all let me know. I see it. Because y'all know I got big beef with AI, but I also believe that there are major benefits to AI that you could use to your advantage. Tap in. And that deep research, I gave a seminar to a bunch of like oldies on how to use ChatGPT deep research 2 weeks ago. And girl, blew up. It blew up. Okay, tap in. All right, I told you I'll be doing all types of things. Okay, so if y'all are interested, I'm going to put a poll on my community tab, and I will make that my next masterclass. Okay, tap in. So yes, I feel like a lot of you are for your big business tapping into expert level insight. Tap in. This big dollar energy, big business, big dollar. Literally what came out is ICO. So related to, so medical, optical. I feel like a lot of y'all are seeing. Thank you, big Empress energy. Hold on to that, Leslie. Don't go anywhere with big Empress energy, okay? Because I got you, boo. I got you, Leslie. What I say? Because you know we cousins, right? Don't go nowhere with that, okay? Because I got to give my announcement at the end, okay? Leslie, y'all, I just made Leslie my cousin, okay? Because we all family up in here, okay? So I'm feeling like I'm even seeing musical. So I'm feeling like with this big doll, this is a frequency, y'all. This is a frequency. I'm also seeing political here. So listen, political is so interesting coming out right now. What's on the bottom here? Absolute ruler, strong ruler, or usurper. Ooh, wait. Oh, yes, absolute ruler to your decisions, to your frequency, to how you politic. Y'all remember that when that used to be? Used to be like back in the day, we politicking. I feel like I'm gonna start using that again. We politicking, y'all. I haven't heard nobody in this sector use that word in a long time. Actually, I've never heard nobody in this sector use that word. We politicking over here. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is clearing the way for you to make political decisions, economic decisions, medical decisions, frequency decisions, to remove these barriers that have kept you not receiving the full scope of your blessings. Tap in. Ooh, wee. I love that, collective. What else we got going on here? The light, King of Pentacles, big holler. That's the light. Yeah. Photo. What else is coming on? Photo, air. Oh, I feel a lot of collective. I'm feeling photon, photocopy. Whoa. Aeroplane, aerodynamics. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual movement here, a lot of spiritual movement that needs to get you grounded. Tap in. I also feel like, collective, there's somebody watching you right now that is taking notes. 1, 2, 2, 1 is what I see on my screen. 1, 2, 2, 1 is what I see on my screen. So that lets me know right now that there is a balance, that there is somebody watching you taking notes. And let me tell you, everybody that watch you ain't plotting against you. Some people are truly inspired by you. God, I cannot stand this paranoia ideology that everybody that's watching you is about to turn into an enemy. No, do you know that you inspire people? Like, what the fuck? You don't attract all bad. You attract good. You attract other people that have a light inside of them, and you're giving a blueprint on how to grow. Even when you find in your own way, you like, girl, I don't know what I'm doing, but shit, I'm glad you could learn something. Yeah. Back in the day, I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm this old. Back in the day, they used to have the DARE program, okay? And they used to have ex-drug addicts coming to our classroom or coming to assemblies and be like, don't be like me. I used to be on crack. Like, what? Or sometimes they were still on crack at the damn assembly. Tap in. And they were like, don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. Hey, ERA. Somebody said, hi, Empress, for sure. Thank you. I accept that. Thank you. Thank you. I accept that. I accept that. When we all about to make me cry, y'all. Like I accept that. When I the night of my baptism, after I got baptized that night, that was anointed on me, high priestess and high empress. And I feel like from time to time I crossed through the two. So yeah, thank you. I accept that, y'all. Somebody said, I remember them assembly at school. Yes, coming up here and talking about don't be like me. I'm on crack right now. Like, don't be a crackhead like me. Learn from my mistakes. But listen, people learn from mistakes and people learn from how you grow as well. Allow those that see the light in you. Copy your blueprint so that they can succeed. We ain't no gatekeepers over here. We want everybody to win. Now, to be clear, those that try to copy the blueprint with nefarious intent behind them, they're going to fail anyway, because what your blueprint entails is one of the first rules is that you got to come in the Holy Spirit. Okay? And what the Holy Spirit damn sure is good at doing is blocking it out. They ain't sure good at that. You be like, dang, Holy Spirit, thank you. Okay? What's that song, y'all? I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. Now, I know that song was about a man, and I feel it because I sing that song to my husband all the time. But that one part right there, she spitting facts. Okay? She was spitting facts. Yes. Oh, look, healer. Yeah. Ooh, wee. And what's this? Place. You in the right place, baby. You are in the right place as a healer. 1422 is what I see. Earth Day. Y'all know Earth Day is my birthday, just in case y'all didn't know. My goodness, collective. I'm loving it. I am loving this energy. Oh my gosh. Now we got that transition. Let's go into our everyday. I don't even want to use those cards for our everyday. Where we at, y'all? I love these cards right here. God, I love these cards. Yes, collective. A lot of big energy. This Knight of Cups that talks about big dollar. That is spiritual intuition right there, collective. I feel like a lot of you have paid that price or still paying the price. And let me tell you something. If the price to pay is to find your divine voice, collective, if that is the price you have to pay, it's well worth it. And I don't ever want you to think that because somebody else placed their demons, their unnatural and unholy energy on you or into you, that you have to accept that outcome. Nope, you sure enough don't. Yeah. Ooh, I see energetic. I see hardworking, under big business, absolutely productive. The number 5, the number 7. I see, yes, this is this is Aries energy. Yes, I love that. Splitting the deck, cause and effect. And Sagittarius energy. So what we got going on? Every action has a corresponding reaction. Tap in. We already know that. The number 5 is very important to you. Number 115 is coming up a lot, collective. Adventurous, spontaneous. That makes so much sense when we're talking about big business, when we're talking about what it takes to remove these negative forces that keep begging you for money, that keep trying to shame you for you drawing the line, collective. So yeah, you got to be zealous. You got to be energetic. You got to be productive. Tap in, tap in. My goodness. Okay. And the cause and effect of that is you being adventurous and spontaneous and philosophical. Oh, baby. That philosophical coming up is interesting. Number 7 is a big number for you. I see number 5, number 7, number 5, number 1, number 5. My goodness. I feel like some of y'all are crossing over into a bridge, like a bridge over troubled waters. God, I love that song. How beautiful is that song? Yeah, I'm feeling bridge over troubled waters. A spiritual bridge over troubled waters, a God-built bridge over troubled waters. Collective, tap in, tap in. Woo wee. Splitting the deck here. Let's see what else is going on. Come on. Ooh, yes. This Knight of Cups keeps showing out. The Knight of Cups is truly showing you more than anything that this is a space that keeps coming up as a blockage for you. Desire, but burnt. Desire, but burnt. So yeah, I feel like this is a blockage for you. Like, you know, you want more. You know, you have an aspiration or a thirst or a wanting, or you're craving, you're yearning for more, but you burnt out by negative force, collective. This Knight of Cups that is asking you to carry weight that you no longer need to carry. We return and send on all these bitches. Tap in. I really do feel like this is a wake-up call for you. The number 5 is coming up again. The number 50, the number 8, the number 2, the number 10. Ooh, 0101. So yeah, this burnt out feeling, this pushback that you're feeling, collective, I feel like that is a part of your default, because you've been so used to talking yourself out of pushing past your comfort zone that when it's time for you to actually do it, you're like, okay, let me find something else to do with my time. Let me find something else to do with my energy. No, we are pushing through that, collective. No, we're pushing through that. I feel like you've been one way this whole time, and that one way is to stumble back every time you have an opportunity to push forward. Not going to happen again. It's the song, if you can help me think of the name of this song, but the song is so crazy. It's like, they're not gonna get us. They're not gonna get us. Y'all, that song is an old song, y'all. But it was like a dance song, or what do you call it, like a rage song or something like that. Hello. Doing all right. How are you, baby? What is the name of that song? They're not gonna get us. Big Taurus energy coming in with the King of Pentacles. Absolutely correct with synergy. Absolutely triple correct, double correct, quadruple correct on that. And Gemini coming up behind to let these hoes know, like, no matter what you try to throw at us, girl, this, okay? We ducking and dodging all that. We matrix, okay? Who's my man? It man. Oh, nah. Get that block, big, ain't getting nowhere with it. King of Pentacles, big energy. Big holler. Woo, yes. Determined, loyal, possessive. Yes. 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 Yes, possessive. Materialistic. Yes, I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. Okay, tap in. Ain't nobody playing no games. People sit here like, you shouldn't buy everything. Listen, if we are hollering at the big dollars, the only thing that it can do is bless us. Tap in. Finding the rhythm. Synergy is very ooh-wee. The number 8, the number 9. My goodness. 7 keeps coming up. 5 keeps coming up. Bridge over troubled waters. All has a flow or a pattern of movement that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. This rhythm can be seen in the cycles of day and night, the seasons, and the cycle of life and death. And you know what, collective? That's going to lead me to my big announcement. Another big announcement. Type a 3 in the chat if it's okay if I take a drink of my water, please. Rebuke the hell out of them vampires. Tap in. You rebuke the ever-loving crap out of them vampires. Let me tell you something. Ever since I found my way back to the way, which is Jesus, ever since I found my way back to the way, I have found that a lot of people immediately have a PTSD moment with religion. And for me, You can talk about any part of the Bible, how it's been manipulated, how it's been translated into this, and they took out books. But one thing is consistent. Tap in. I need you to be like, follow me. One thing that has been consistent, no matter if I pick up that version, this version, is the story of Jesus. It's actually been quite consistent in how he was truly a being, a frequency of love and spiritual justice and truth. Tap in. And a representative of the Holy Spirit. Tap in. I'm not talking about nothing else. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that part. Okay? And he gave permission. Tap in. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually. Is that book over here? No, it's not. Where did I put that book? I think it's on my. Yeah, I think it's over where all the rest of my Bibles are. Jesus gave us permission to use his name to rebuke any vampire demonic energy. And that's because of the frequency in which the man came. Tap in. And if that is the only frequency and name that you can identify with for historic reasons, because it's something you grew up with, because whatever, then use it. And rebuke them vampires. They know that name. They know that frequency. They know that spirit. Tap in. Truly. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I rebuke you, demon. Heck no. Oh, no. If you said you cry, wait now, for y'all that don't know, if you're watching the replay, there was somebody that came in here saying that they're Christ's biggest enemy. If you Christ's biggest enemy, that means you a demon. That means you working on behalf of Satan. Bye. Oh no. You in the wrong place. Okay. So when I hear people say, oh, you need to seek Jesus, tap in. What I hear them say is that there is a way of living that is in alignment with the source. Tap in. Like, so when I see you say like, yo, there's so many vampires around me. There's so many, like, I'm seeing it. First of all, I'm happy that you're able to even see that. I want you to imagine how many people go their entire lives not being able to recognize when the demonic energy is around them. Tap in. For you to be able to recognize that and say like, yo, that's what I'm experiencing. Rebuke that energy. Tap in. Now, that comment kind of caught me off guard, but I'm going to get to my announcement. Okay. October 1st. Y'all not even ready. Or maybe y'all are ready. October 1st, I am hosting a 90-minute event titled, oh, y'all ready? Preparation to Blessings. Tap in. This is not like you come over here and I'm going to do a reading talking about, oh, bless you, bless you, bless you. Get on with your business. No, this is an energetic rites of passage that will seal off our threshold and our portal from preparation season and usher us into blessing season. Tap in. What comes with that? For 90 minutes, you will get a thorough prophetic message, a rites of passage, intuitive reading, and tap in, and many rituals. Don't be scared of the word ritual, okay? Ritual is nothing but a set of what's the word I'm looking for? Movements that have intention behind them. Tap in. And a 30-minute Q&A session. Here's the kicker. There are only 10 seats available and 2 of them are already gone. Tap in. Now, if you are part of my membership, tap in. If you are part of my membership, then you get the code for 50% off the ticket price. Tap in. If you are not a part of the membership, then it's full price. Tap in. Now, I might feel a little bit kind. Yes, a RITE, a rite of passage. Yes. I'm not coming on here with jeans and a tank top. No, I am in full spiritual high priestess empress garb. I am coming with the essence, the knowledge, the power to transition us over. This is a high level spiritual event, which is why there is only 10 seats available. 2 of them are already gone, which makes it 8. In order to get 50% off, you could join my membership and get the code, or you can pay full price here. Tap in. This is a next level event, y'all, because we have been in preparation season for nearly a month now. And in 10 days, we're going to take what we've learned in preparation season. Yes, Travis, may you please click on the link. You're not going to be able to go to my website and find the link. You can only find the link where I post it. It's not even on my website, y'all. That's how exclusive this is. Travis, may you please click the link that I've made available in the membership and post it in here if you don't mind. Thank you so much. I know you might be like doing stuff around the house, but if you could do that for me, I really appreciate it. Travis gonna be there. Travis said I got my ticket, boo. Okay. Y'all, this is very important because oftentimes we move from one place to another energetically without honoring the space in between. This is that opportunity. Tap in. Again, October 1st, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tickets are on sale now. I'm making them public here before I post them onto another site. Tap in. And I truly want you guys to join me. Tap in. That's my big announcement. Now, before I get up out of here, y'all, and I thank you so much, Leslie, for reminding me by saying Empress, High Priestess. I really appreciate that because that's what triggered it in my mind again. So thank you so much. Before I get up out of here, y'all, let's do a bit of closing to see how we can close off this energy, this conversation, this presence. Because what was our 3 phases today? Big business, big dollar, big holler. So let's see how we can close that. And look what came out, the High Priestess. Intuition, sacred knowledge, big business, big business. Being in the energy of High Priestess, of a high priest, knowing how to receive that high level information and make it work for you here in the 3D. That's big business, baby. There are a lot of people who inject themselves in this business without even knowing what they're doing. Oh, I wanted to pop out and say something as I said that. Balance and harmony, big temperance energy. The fact that temperance is a zebra. Wild, exotic, fast, unique. My goodness. One of the most wanted animals for their skin. Because there's a lot of cloakers out here. It's a lot of people who think it's on you and not in you. Tap in. Woo-wee. Tap in. There's a lot of people out here who think that the knowledge that you possess is something that you put on every day, that you wake up, you take a shower, and you put on the clothes of the high priestess, and that's what makes you a high priestess. Tap in. Cloakers, liars, splitting the deck. Let's see. Ooh-wee. The traveler with what was hiding behind it. With the sanctuary. Oh, collective. Now this came out, this came under the Knight of Cups. Big dollar energy. Potential. Adventure. The traveler. The starting point. It's literally the number 0. What I say, y'all? This is what you know, and everything around it is what you don't know. Even if you try to capture it all, even if you try to, try to get it all, try to scoop it up, it's still outside. That's waiting for you to absorb. Tap in, collective. That is the place of rest, of sanctuary, knowing that you have a healing journey that is right here, and that you are still deserving of your blessings. Tap in. Love, trust. Seeing that a lot. What just wanted to pop out again? Shaman. Girl, not shaman coming out. Ooh, wait. The fact that healers keep coming out. The fact that, oh my gosh, I keep talking about y'all being healers of yourself, being healers of the younger version of you, the unprotected version of you. The fact that that keeps coming out is sending me, y'all, divine wisdom and spiritual power. A shaman. Someone who understands that line. Someone who understands that YouTube just skipped, okay? I just saw it. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw it too. Listen, YouTube, you cannot stop this message, baby. Tap in. You cannot stop this message. You would skip on the word shaman. That line. You saw it, tap in. I'm telling YouTube. I see y'all. But they can't stop the fact that you have this high level spiritual knowledge, that you have this divine wisdom that is in you, not on you, that can't actually be cloaked. They cannot stop that. In the King of Pentacles, big holler, where you calling your blessings to you. Hey, yo, it's coming, baby. It's coming. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I love the 10 of Pentacles coming out. Stability, attainment. I love that even came out under the King of Pentacles. Because once you get it, once it comes to you, once you got it, are you able to obtain it? I mean, are you able to keep it stable in your life? Because one thing I know for sure, especially under this big Taurus energy, girl, the Taurus energy gonna spend some money. Whether it's in your first house, your 5th house, if it's in your moon or your rising. Listen, what I do know for a fact is Taurus gonna spend that money. They ain't holding on to shit. Tap in. So there's going to be a small push and pull there, but I believe you're going to find synergy, collective. Let me see what's coming up behind here. The Emperor. The Empress, y'all. So I'm closing. So I started out with the High Priestess and closing to the Empress. Talking about abundance. Ooh, collective. I love that. I love that, collective. Beauty and abundance. We got it, y'all. We got it. I love that. 5 of Pentacles, persistence, and new possibilities. Yeah. That big holler is a new possibility for real. So I want you to follow yourself, collective. I want you to know when something is coming up for you that hurts, that sucks, tap in. And you're going to clear that by acknowledging, tap in, hi. You're going to clear that by acknowledging that that feeling is real. Those emotions are real. That is something that you can honor and say, like, I know that this is hard for you, but we're gonna deal with that after we get Mr. Can't Pay a Bill, Mrs. Can't Pay a Bill, always begging for money up out of here. Tap in. Knight of Cups. We're gonna deal with that as we also recognize that This spiritual tuition that we paying is for divine purpose. And that with this King of Pentacles, that's saying we hollering at our opportunities and we going to take them as they arise. Tap in. Ain't nothing stopping that. And I love that for us collected. Just one more. Ooh, justice, the truth, and the clarity. I love that. Along with foresight and exploration. Tap in, collective. Listen, there's so much more that I can say about this collective. And I will as time goes on. But what I really want you to take away from this is that you are an ethereal being having a human experience. Tap in. And what comes with that is the bad as well as the magnificent. And a part of recognizing your power is knowing when you feel like everything is not working out for you or you're undeserving or those negative thoughts start to seep through, that you're supposed to ignore them. No, the breakthrough comes when you acknowledge that this is a part of your journey and that you are able to push past them, push through them, not past them, because they are a part of your journey. Yes, honor it, but also know that it's not going to stop you from doing your big holler, calling your blessings. And if you're interested in marking this point of your journey from preparations to blessings, check out the link that Travis posted in this chat. I'll also post it on my community tab. I'll also post it in the comments section and pin it to my next event. I don't know if I'm ever going to do this again, collective. Tap in, not at this price point and not for the rest of this year, that's for sure. Tap in. But I've got some great juicy things coming for you, collective. Tap in. If you are interested, join the collective circle, y'all. That's where I put all the information at. Y'all better get with it. Sometimes I won't even tell y'all here, okay? So tap in, collective. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me for this beautiful Sunday message. I love this channel reading. This was like one of my favorite ones. You guys are amazing. I love you. I love you. Mwah, mwah. I cannot wait to see you guys next time. I want you to stay focused. I want you to stay ready. And as always, keep your crown on.